Good morning. So in the continuation of design of tension member, we have already solved one design problem with bolted connection and single angle section. Now I'll solve one more problem, that is double angle with welded connection. So I'll just read the problem. Design a double angle tension member connected on each side of a 10 mm thick gusset plate to carry an axial load of 250 kilonewton. Use welded connection. Assume shock connection. So as I told in the earlier problem that you have to first check whether the given load is a factored load or working load. So here they have not mentioned the load as the factored load or the design load, just it is mentioned that carry an axial load of 250 kilonewton. So it is nothing but the working load. So we need to multiply it by the factor of safety, that is 1.5. So let's start with the design. So very first step is calculate the area required, gross area required. The formula is AG is equals to 1.1 TU into Fy, TU upon Fy, where TU is nothing but the factored load. So 250 into 1.5, that gives you the 375 kilonewton. So the gross area required is AG required. Substitute in the formula 1.1 375 into 1000. This 1000 is nothing but I have converted the kilonewton into Newton because Fy is in Newton. So divided by 250. So I got the area required as 1650 mm square. Now this is given section load is the 250 kilonewton, that is for the double angle. So single angle will be carrying the load half of it. So whatever the area required, will be designing the section as single angle, and whatever the checks or the area, we will just multiply it by 2. So area required for single angle is 1650 divided by 2. So as I told you, the roughly we have to consider the area or increase the area by 25% to 40% if it is a single angle section. But whenever you are designing a double angle section, in that case you just increase the area by 10% and 20%. So from the this guideline you will be getting the area as 907.5 and 990. So from steel table you have to check the section. So usually select the section after the 50 by 50 by 6. So don't go for the 6 mm thickness, go for the 8 mm thickness. Okay. So here whenever it is a tension member you will be designing, always go for the unequal angle section. Don't go for the equal angle section. You have to go for the unequal angle section. So from steel table I'll be selecting the section as ISA 75 by 50 by 8. So here I am mentioning it as 2 ISA, try 2 ISA 75 by 55 by 8 mm. So the area for the single angle, it is 938, that is for 75 by 50 by 8. So I'll be just doubling it. I'll be getting the area as 1876. So which is more than the required area. So as I told you, the second step, so now here it is a welded connection, so we need to find out the length of weld required. So in the bolted connection we calculated the number of bolts required. Here we will be calculating the length of weld required. So like in the bolted connection we calculated the strength of one bolt and then we calculated the number of bolts required. Similarly here we will be calculating first the strength of weld and then we'll be equating it with the given load and then we will be calculating the length of weld required. So the first step to find the strength of weld, that is thickness of weld. So S minimum, that is 3 mm, that is in the thickness is in the range of 0 to 10 mm. So for that S minimum is 3 mm. Table number 21, page number 78 from IS 800 2007. Then the S max, that is the maximum size of the weld. We have the three clauses, that is 3/4 of T and T minus 1.5. So 3/4 of T, by using this formula I am getting the S max as 6 mm and by T minus 1.5 I am getting it as 6.5 mm. So you have to select the size of weld in this range. It should not be more than 6.5 and it should not be less than 3 mm. So provide the size of weld equals to 6 mm. Now the length of weld required, so I'll just assume it as LW, that is let LW be the total length of weld required. So assuming normal weld, throat thickness T is equals to 0.7 times the size of weld. Therefore T is equals to 0.7 into 6, that is 4.2 mm. The formula to find the design strength of weld is LW into T into FU upon root 3 into 1 upon 1.25. So substitute all the values. FU is 410. Equating it to the factored load we get. So LW into 4.2 into 410 divided by root 3 into 1 upon 1.25 equals to 187.5 into 10 raised to 3. This is nothing but we are calculating the length of weld for the single angle. So whatever is the load, that divided by 2 we have to do it. So 375 kilonewton is the factored load. So that divided by 2 will give you the load for the single angle section. So after equating, we'll be getting LW is equals to 235.74 mm. So later we have to arrange the weld. So double angle section, always the longer leg will be connected to the gusset plate on both the sides. The arrangement you can do however you want. Then since it is a angle section and it is a unequal angle section, we have to maintain the centroidal axis. So center of connection and center of member should coincide. So first I'll just mention the length of weld as L1 and L2 roughly, and then I'll be calculating exactly the how much is the value of L1 and L2. So CXX is nothing but the centroid of the section. This value is given in the steel table in the properties of angle section, that is 100 by 75 by 8. So there you will be getting the value. So it is 25.2. After doing the arrangement, we need to calculate the length, that is L1 and L2, that is bottom and top welt respectively. So to make center of gravity of welt to coincide with that of angle, we have to take the moment about the centroidal axis. So L1 into 25.2 is equals to L2 into 75 minus 25.2. So you will be getting the L1 in terms of L2, that is L1 equals to 1.976 L2. Two unknowns means we require two equations. So by taking the moment, we got one equation, and L1 plus L2 is equals to LW, that is nothing but the total length of the welt. So substituting in this formula, I'll be getting L2. So go back to the L1 formula and calculate L1. So L2 is equals to 79.2 and L1 is equals to 156.51. So I'll be roughly rounding it. Don't round both the values on the higher side. One you reduce to the lower side, one you increase to the higher side. So 79.2 I'll be mentioning as 79 and 156.51 I'll be mentioning as 157. Therefore, provide 6 mm welt of L1 equals to 157 and L2 equals to 79 as shown in figure. So checking the design. Again we will be checking the design in yielding, rupture and block shear. TDG is equals to AG into Fy upon gamma MO. As I told you, the AG you are supposed to mention the provided section area, not the required one. So for the double angle section you have to mention, not for the single angle. So 1876 into 250 divided by 1.1, I am getting the answer as 426.363 kilonewton, which is greater than 375 kilonewton. Therefore design is safe against yielding. Next is check for rupture. TDN is equals to 0.9 ANC into FU upon gamma ml plus beta into AGO into Fy upon gamma m naught. So ANC and AGO is nothing but the area of connected leg and area of outstanding leg. So here there is no deduction of bolt hole since it is a welded connection. So ANC is 75 minus 8 by 2 into 8 and AGO is 50 minus 8 by 2 into 8. So I'll be getting the areas respectively as 568 and 368 mm square. Then the TDN, just substitute in the formula. You will be getting the TDN equals to 0.9 into 568 into 410 divided by 1.25 plus 1.338 into 368 into 250 divided by 1.1. So 213.637 kilonewton. This is the strength for single angle. I have not multiplied the area by 2 here. So whatever is the final answer, I will be multiplying it by 2. So after multiplying, I am getting the answer as 427.275, which is greater than 375 kilonewton. Next is the strength against block failure. So the formula as usual, TDB1 and TDB2, ABG into Fy upon root 3 gamma MO plus 0.9 ATN into FU upon gamma ml, and TdB2 is 0.9 AVN into FU upon root 3 into 1.25 plus ATG into FY upon gamma m naught. So one shear leg and one tension phase failure can occur. For each angle, area under shear is AVG is equals to AVN, and each angle area under tension is ATG equals to ATN. Since here there is no deduction, so gross shear area is equals to net shear area. So 236 into 8, and ATG is equals to ATN, that is gross tension area is equals to net tension area. You just refer the figure, the arrangement, how it is shown. So 75 into 8, that is 600 mm square, and AVG and AVN are 1888 mm square. Substitute in the TdB1 and TdB2 formula. So 216 kilonewton TdB1, so that is for single angle, multiply it by 2, that gives me 432 kilonewton, which is greater than 375 kilonewton. Therefore it is okay, it is safe. Similarly, TdB2, that is for single angle, it is 272.727 kilonewton. Multiply it by 2, I'll be getting the answer as 545.454 kilonewton, which is greater than 375 kilonewton. Hence the design is safe. So the final conclusion we have to mention, therefore provide 2 ISA 75 by 50 by 8 mm with 10 mm gusset plate with longer leg, that is 75 mm, connected to gusset plate with effective length of 236 mm as shown in figure 2. So this is the end of the problem, design problem. So this is end of design of tension member with bolted connection and with welded connection. Thank you.